Minister, could I just return to the issue of the Ukrainian crisis? And I suppose we are in a unique position geographically. We're on the western flank of Europe. We are also neutral. And I just wonder, are we all getting caught up in a bit of a soundbite that's, you know, we see the problems in the UK at the moment with the Prime Minister, and having something else maybe to point to is a good deflection, possibly the same in France with elections soon to come along. And essentially we know absolutely that Vladimir Putin is pushing back against NATO expansion. But Ireland has had a long record, I would say, of being seen as a quality intermediary, of somebody of high integrity. And the question I'd ask, I know you said there's been major diplomatic missions and meetings and what have you, but has our government done enough at this moment in time? We have maybe past ambassadors who could potentially take up some kind of a role here to try and make sure that, you know, the middle ground argument is being heard. There's always, you know, there's always the left and the right, and then there's the middle ground. And, you know, the Russians, I'm sure, I don't know what's being said in Russian media at the moment, but I'm sure it's probably particularly bellicose and anti-Western at the moment, and we're not far behind on the other side. So I suppose the question is, you know, have we looked at trying to put some emissaries on the ground? Have we looked at trying to offer some people into the mix that could be seen, use our neutrality, use the integrity, use our relationship with the UN, and to try and lever some political space and some opportunity for people to talk in a kind of more mild-mannered way?
Shanahan, and indeed we are involved in various efforts to bring resolution to this, particularly in terms of our membership of the Organisation for Security and Cooperation in Europe. The OSCE there are a number of formats under the OSCE to try to bring resolution to this issue. The OSCE provides a kind of I suppose, a space for discussion between East and West, effectively between Europe and Asia. It's a very important format. We've been to the fore in trying to make sure the OSCE has a proper budget to do its job. But also today as well, and I don't have an update on what the situation is, but the Normandy format talks are underway. That's between France, Germany, Russia and Ukraine. And we certainly want those to succeed. We do not want war. And we are the middle ground, but the middle ground to me is that we don't support invasions of other countries. So we want those talks to succeed. The Normandy format is there as part of the Minsk agreements, and there is huge potential there to bring peace and to bring stability to this situation. I note as well President Macron, and France has the presidency of the Council at the moment in the European Union. He's going to have a phone call, as I understand it, with President Putin on Friday, and again we support President Macron's efforts as well on behalf of the European Union, as he has the presidency for this term, to try to bring a peaceful solution to this. And we certainly are available to do whatever is required. And I think our traditional policy of military neutrality is very, very important. But the other side of that as well is that when countries are there with armies or in military alliances, we're not at the table at NATO, for example, so we're not part of those discussions. But there are other formats, of course, that we are: the European Council, the OSCE, the UN Security Council as well, if it can be discussed there. So I certainly agree with what you're saying, and that obviously the services of the state are at the disposal of any of the parties who are involved in these particular discussions at the moment.
Thanks very much.